A few weeks ago, Gale and I started channeling in remote viewing. We were shown the location of the edge of Thailand and the edge of China in the area of the ocean right there. I was connecting with a chief on the edge of Thailand. So I was connecting with those monks in Thailand who were also doing some energy healing. So this is in the spirit and remote viewing, and I astroplaned there, and they were calling for assistance in sending healing and exposure to that area, because what we saw was that there were large amounts of people who had been kidnapped from China and from Thailand, and that shipments were meeting in the middle there and taking these young people out into the ocean. And you might have heard in some of my other videos where in remote viewing I was seeing that these dark entities, reptilians, have hubs in different parts of the ocean where they are working with shadow government to do experimentation, and they're using humans in this experimentation. And then again, a few days ago, we were called back in by Spirit to send out exposure and healing to this area. And then it was just last night we saw the volcano in the Philippines, but then there's a lot of like really gross, yucky energy coming off of Japan. And you might have seen that I've channeled a lot about Japan in the past, that there's some darkness underneath the earth there, and that's today really coming up strong. And also, I don't think it's an accident that there was the fire explosion in the marine hub in St. Peter's in Florida. And what I've found when we do this work, that it's never an accident, that we go in with I'll call it prayer warrior energy healing, and we're it's almost like stirring up the muck and then releasing it from the earth, right? And the earth is speaking. When we see, the vast amounts of volcanoes that are happening right now, Mother Gaia is trying to eradicate these dark entities that have been here for so long. And when we tuned into the fire at the Marine Center in Florida, I was hearing our spirit team saying that there were workers there who had picked up on, like, they were studying the animals and sonar, and that they picked up on a frequency. The process of studying animals and picking up on sonar from animals and frequencies, they picked up on a frequency that was not of an animal, which kind of goes back to a few videos ago I had posted where our spirit team had shown us where these entities were operating with the shadow government under the ocean in these hubs. And this center, what I was being told, picked up on frequencies that were not animal frequencies. And I kept hearing they see it, they know, and then they were attacked. Like it was a setup. It was not an accident fire. Really yucky energy there with that. And so I would just say we just have to keep all of us banding together and sending out healing energy to these places, because look at all the things that are starting to be exposed. Mother Earth is showing us that she's trying to eradicate these dark entities, these dark forces, the shadow government, these experimentations being done on humans, the mass amount of trafficking taking place. These things are all being exposed.